Good morning, students. Today we will start the fifth chapter of maths, that is common fractions.
What are fractions? So fractions are for counting part of something. In simple language, I will tell you a fraction is a quantity that cannot be represented by a whole number. Example like 1 by 2, 5 by 8, 3 by 4 are some examples of fractional numbers. Need of fractions. Consider the following scenario. Can you finish the whole cake? If not, how many cake did you eat? 1 is not the answer, neither 0. This suggests that we need a new kind of number, that is fraction. Types of fraction. We have 5 types of fractions: proper fraction and improper fraction, mixed fraction, like fraction and unlike fraction, unit fraction and whole fraction, equivalent fraction. So we will discuss all these fractions one by one. So first is proper and improper fraction. In proper fractions, the numerator is less than the denominator. And in proper fractions, the numerator is greater than the denominator. Like 7 by 4. In this fraction, the numerator is greater than the denominator. So this is a improper fraction. And 1 by 4 is a proper fraction. Mixed fraction. In mixed fraction, a whole number and a proper fractions are together. Example, 2 is to 1 by 4, 16 is to 2 by 5 are called mixed fractions. Mixed fraction and improper fractions are same. Next is like and unlike fractions. In like fraction, the denominator of the fractions are same. Example 1 by 5, 8 by 5, 3 by 5, 4 by 5. In all these fractions, denominator is 5 only. So these fractions are called like fractions. And in unlike fraction, the denominators are different. Like 5 by 4, 5 by 1, 5 by 8, 5 by 3, all denominators are different. So these fractions are called unlike fractions. Now unit fraction and whole fraction. In unit fraction, the numerator of the fraction is 1 only. Like 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 9, all numerators are 1. So these fractions are called unit fraction. In whole fraction, the denominator of the fraction is 1 only. Like 5 by 1, 8 by 1, 3 by 1. So these fractions are called a whole fraction. Now equivalent fractions. To know that two or more fractions are equivalent, we must simplify them. A fraction is in its lowest term if we cannot find a whole number that can divide it into both its numerator and denominator. For example, if we want to find the equivalent fraction of 5 by 10, so what we have to do? We just divided 5 by 10 by 5. So we get an answer 1 by 2. Let's try to understand this with an example. Suppose we want to check whether these two fractions are equivalent or not. We just convert both the fraction in its lowest form. When we reduce 14 upon 21, we get 2 by 3. And when we reduce 13 upon 45, we get 2 by 3. Both the answers are same. As we can see that both the fractions have same simplest form. Thus 14 upon 21 and 30 upon 45 are equivalent fractions. Making equivalent fractions. To make an equivalent fraction, we multiply both numerator and denominator with the same number. Example, if we want to find the equivalent fraction of 4 by 5, we multiply both numerator and denominator with same number 5. So we get 20 upon 25. Now operation of fractions. Addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. We will discuss all these operations step by step. Adding fraction with same denominators. Add the numerator and leave the denominator as it is. Example, 1 by 6 plus 2 by 6 are like fraction. So we just add the numerator. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. 3 upon 6. After simplifying, we get an answer 1 by 2. Now adding fraction with different denominators. If there are different denominators in the fraction, then we change them to a like fraction. 1 by 3 plus 2 by 5. Both are unlike fraction. So first we convert 1 by 3 and 255 into a like fraction, then we have to add. Now subtraction of fraction with same denominator. Like addition, here also we just subtract the numerator and leave the denominator as it is. Students, on basis of operation of fractions we have studied so far, try to solve exercise 2.1 and come up with your doubts on Wednesday from 4 to 5 p.m. But before solving exercise 2.1, kindly write types of fraction on your fair notebook.